Hey, are you feeling like your money is slipping through your fingers? Maybe you're not sure where it's going or why you never seem to have enough. You're not alone. So many people, especially in their 20s and 30s, are making some very common money mistakes that could be holding them back. And they don't even realize it. But don't worry, today, we're going to fix that. Imagine if you could stop living paycheck to paycheck, if you could finally get ahead of your finances and feel confident about your future. It might seem impossible right now, but I'm here to help. Stay with me until the end because I'm saving the best piece of advice for last, and you don't want to miss it. Mistake number 1, not having a budget. All right, let's kick things off with one of the biggest mistakes, not having a budget. I know it sounds boring, and you might think you can just wing it. But the truth is, if you don't have a clear picture of where your money is going, you're probably overspending without even knowing it. Think about it. How many times have you checked your bank account and wondered, where did all my money go this month? Or how often do you check your credit card statement and feel that pit in your stomach because you didn't realize you'd spent that much? A budget is the first step to stop that feeling. Here's a simple solution. Try the 50-30-20 rule. Split your income into 3 categories. 50% for needs, like rent, bills, groceries. 30% for wants, things like entertainment, shopping, eating out. 20% for savings and debt repayment. Budgeting doesn't have to be complicated. There are apps like Mint or YNAB, You Need a Budget, that make it super easy to track everything. Mistake number 2. Next up is a big one. Not saving for retirement early. Now, I know you're probably thinking, I'm only in my 20s, retirement is decades away. But here's the thing. The earlier you start, the less you have to save, and the more you'll have later on thanks to something called compound interest. Imagine you're in your 30s and you've already built up a solid retirement account. What would that feel like? Or imagine being 40 or 50 and having to scramble to save because you didn't start early enough. It doesn't have to be that way. Starting now is the best gift you can give your future self. Here's the deal. You don't have to save huge amounts. Even if you start by contributing just $100 a month to a 401k or IRA, it adds up over time. The key is to start as soon as possible and take advantage of employer matching if available. It's free money. Don't leave it on the table. Mistake number 3. Carrying high-interest debt. Now, let's talk about something that's keeping a lot of people stuck, high-interest debt, like credit cards or payday loans. I get it. Sometimes life throws curveballs, and you need to use credit to get by. But if you're carrying a balance, that interest is eating you alive. Think about the stress of seeing that credit card bill every month, or feeling like you're trapped in debt with no clear way out. You don't have to live like that. Paying down high-interest debt can feel like a heavy weight on your shoulders. But here's how you can tackle it. The snowball method is a great place to start. Pay off your smallest debt first, and then move on to the next one. This builds momentum. Alternatively, if you have a lot of high-interest debt, consider consolidating it into a lower-interest loan. It's all about making your money work for you, not the other way around. Mistake number 4. Not having an emergency fund. Another big mistake is not having an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable, whether it's car repairs, medical bills, or losing your job. It's not a matter of if an emergency will happen, it's when. I know how scary it can feel to live paycheck to paycheck, and one unexpected expense can send everything spiraling. The peace of mind that comes from knowing you have an emergency fund can literally change your life. Start small. Aim for $500, then work your way up to $1,000. Once you've reached that, try to build a fund that covers 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This fund will give you the cushion you need to handle whatever life throws your way. Mistake number 5, not having a long-term investment plan. All right, last but definitely not least, not having a long-term investment plan. Sure, you might be throwing some money in a savings account here and there, but let's face it, those savings accounts don't beat inflation, and they certainly don't grow your wealth. Imagine being able to build something that lasts, something that grows on its own over time, whether it's for your future home, early retirement, or just having enough for financial freedom. Investments can help you get there. Start with low-cost index funds or ETFs. These are an easy way to get into the market without trying to pick individual stocks. Over time, these investments can grow significantly, especially if you set up automatic contributions. Conclusion plus best advice. So there you have it, 5 common money mistakes and how to fix them. I know it can be overwhelming to change your financial habits, but the good news is, the sooner you start, the easier it gets. Now, I want you to really think about your future for a second. The actions you take today will determine where you are in 5, 10, or 20 years. You can take control of your finances, and the best part is, you don't have to do it alone. Seek out help, whether it's from a professional or online resources. Don't wait for things to get worse. And here's my best piece of advice to make sure you don't miss out. Start small, but start now. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be that just begin. Even a tiny step today will get you closer to your financial goals. Thanks for watching, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more tips. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend who needs to hear it too. You've got this.